This is the weather forecast video for Saturday, February 11th, 2012. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening and see some cloudiness with a storm system along the eastern seaboard. That's in turn with a Arctic front that'll be sweeping across the east and south today, bringing Arctic cold all the way to the deep south. Watch warning map from just before midnight. Some extreme cold warnings in Minnesota and North Dakota, wind chill advisories across Iowa and Nebraska, and winter weather issues over the east, south, and far west. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock shows some decent amounts of precipitation across the south, the Rockies, and the Pacific Northwest. A little bit of precip here will be with the system here on Monday. Here's the HPC projected snowfall. This is the probability of at least 1 inch of snow from Sunday night to Monday night, and this is looking pretty good for the entire state to at least get 1 inch of snow. Best chances over the south. 2 inches of snow looks to be a pretty good chance, mainly south of Highway 30, so, and down into Missouri and northern Arkansas. 4 inches of snow. The probabilities drop to between about 25 to 30% or less. So it looks like 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snow with this system. So let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 6 p.m. this evening. You'll see there's a big trough over the east that's bringing the cold air down from Canada and the Arctic. It'll just be cold, high pressure overhead. Temperatures today will be in the teens to around 20. Maybe a few low 20s. Lows, single digits above and below zero, depending on the snow cover. That high moves down into the south tomorrow. Winds begin to shift a little bit from the south. Temperatures a slight bit warmer. Upper teens to mid to upper 20s across the state. Monday, here comes that system. Most of the moisture with this system will be to the south, but there'll be enough that we could get that 1 to 2, maybe up to 3 inches of snow. By Tuesday, that is gone to the east. We're back to seasonal conditions with highs in the upper 20s to middle 30s and lows in the upper teens to lower 20s, so a lot warmer than this weekend. But on Wednesday, here comes another system, low pressure around the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle. The Gulf coming up with some moisture over Texas, Oklahoma, and into Kansas. This quickly skirts the area by Thursday night, so Thursday we could see a little bit of precip over the far southeastern, maybe half of the state. Any accumulation will be light. Friday, that's moved off. Lake effect is in effect over the Great Lakes. Warm air building over the west with the cold air over the east. Looks to be here. We'll be right in the middle with seasonal conditions. Heading into a week from today, next Saturday. Bit of energy with a bit of a dip over Texas. Another piece of energy over the Pacific Northwest. Bit of a wavy pattern. You see system down to our south, a system to our west, and a pretty big system moving up into the Canadian Maritimes with some snow over New England and into Canada. A few days later on the 20th, here comes a piece of energy over the state with the X over northern Iowa and another piece of energy coming down through southern California. With that, the first system could see some snow, a little bit of rain possible. There could be enough warm air. We could get a little bit of rain with some snow. Some of it could be moderate to possibly heavy. We'll have it in later runs. A few days later, the 22nd, that storm over the southwest now shifts up into our area. A bit of a negative tilt with the energy moving into southwestern Iowa, and this system could be even bigger than the one before that one. And there could be warmer air with this one. Low pressure near Kansas City. Rain, snow on the backside, and very windy if this is right, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And at the end of the forecast, the 26th, here comes another one off the west coast of California. Ridge over us, trough over New England. So we'll be right in between systems at this point if this is correct. We'll have one to our west, one to our east, and we'll have southerly winds, so it'll be warm if this is right, heading to the last few days of the month of February. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.